All right, good evening, you guys. Welcome to our call tonight. We are in our 5th week of Launch to Elite, and we are talking tonight about placement strategy, supporting new members with lifestyle overviews, and launching new builders. So to start off with placement strategy and how to place in new enrollments for rank and power of 3. I'm assuming everybody's heard about what a power of 3 bonus is. I'm just going to say it real quick in case someone's confused about it. When you do doTERRA and you get 3 people who want to spend 100 PV or $100 per month on essential oils, you get 3 of those on your front line, and that is going to give you a $50 bonus in addition to your normal paycheck. And when those 3 people get 3 people, that is a $250 bonus. And then when those people get 3 people, that's a $1,500 bonus. So it's 100 PV on your front line, but it's also, you need 600 OV. Between you and the people on your front line, you all need to be spending 600 OV, overhead volume, team volume.
Overall volume.
Overall, thank you. So you can have 3 people on your front line, but if you and the 3 people under you are only spending $100, you're not going to get that bonus because it needs to all add up to 600. So some teams actually require their builders to spend 150 PV a month because mathematically, if you're spending 150 and everybody, the 3 guys under you are spending 150, that equals 600. And then you don't have to have extra people floating around on your front line rather than placing them on your team. So that's one thing some people do, but the other thing you can do is just have, spend more money, or have more than 3 people on your front line, to make sure that you're hitting that 600 volume every month. Now, how to place new enrollments for rank. You really want to start off with 2 legs at first. I think everybody gets really excited and wants to get 3 or 4 legs going, get to diamond as soon as possible. But what you're doing right now is you're really being, kind of a gardener, and each leg is like a little seedling, and you want to really nurture that and make it strong before you go off and start something else. So I really encourage you to start off with 2 legs to shoot for premier, maybe 3 if you find someone that's excessively impressive, but focus on 2 legs at first and just make them strong. And people that decide that they want to build for you, you can put them on those 2 legs. You don't have to feel like if someone says, I want to build, nobody taught me when I got started. So they said, I want to build. And I'd be like, great, let's put you on my front line. Well, a lot of people want to build. A lot of people want to be diamond, but it takes time and it takes work. And so you just want to pay attention to not just putting everybody on your front line just because they say they want to build. Another thing, too, is if say you have 2 legs going and somebody wants to build, you can put them on one of your 2 legs, and they don't have to be on your front line to qualify you for a rank. So in other words, one of my builders is actually about 3 or 4 people down. I have my mom on my front line, and then I have builders under my mom. And one of the girls that's building for me, she's far down there, but she is still going to qualify me for rank because I have enrollment of her. So you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm scared to put anybody down on my organization because it's still going to help you with your rank. Please clarify, Sarah, if I'm not making sense, or just anybody ask questions too, if you need clarification, because I know it's a lot of strategy and a lot of information to kind of take in and learn how to use it. So who's going to go on your front line? When you first start signing people up, you kind of have to put everybody on your front line until you find somebody that wants to build. One thing you can do, my mom took a while to sign up, like a good 6 months or something, because she thought I had a cute little hobby. She didn't understand how cool oils were. So you can always have your mom on your front line, and then you need to find builders under your mom. I wouldn't recommend just putting a friend on the front line that's, casually wanting to share doTERRA, because it kind of becomes an enabling thing. It becomes almost, I feel like, a welfare thing. I've done it before where I've had someone that just wanted to share and be nice and teach people about it and not really build, just do it, at their leisure. And what ends up happening is you put people on their team, and then you can end up resenting the fact that, you know, you have to work so hard and this person's getting this nice paycheck that you created for them. Or the other thing is, I've had someone on my front line where I was doing all the building, and it became an enabling thing. Like, I don't have to work because, you know, Erica's doing all the work for me, and wow, look at this, I get my oils paid for and all of that. So it's safe to put your mom on your front line, because who doesn't want to help their mom out and give mom some free oils, get her oils paid for and whatnot, and hopefully more down the road, you know? So that's one thing you can do. And also just ask your upline for support when you're placing somebody, especially when you're getting started. Your uplines, the person who introduced you, I don't like to say upline so much, your team leader that introduced you has been there and done that and understands and has made some mistakes and done some things right. And so feel free to rely on them, or I encourage you to rely on them and say, hey, I've got this person. They say they want to build. What should I do with them? And then they can go through and kind of ask some questions to you to kind of figure out, is this person, you know, frontline material, or is this someone that I should be putting on my mom's team as an example, you know, or be putting them under someone that's already building on the front line. That's before I move on to subject, Sarah, did you have anything to add about placement strategy?
I agree completely. From the videos and all the experience that I've had with doing it myself, is to try to build it not too wide and to keep it more concentrated, like you said, nurturing the 2 and no more than 3 if you're building for power 3 versus rank. And definitely, if you can do your wellness consult or meet with people ahead of time, then you kind of get to questions to ask them about their intentions. Like, can you picture yourself hosting a class? Can you picture yourself, you know, doing what I do and sharing this stuff with people? And you might get a better sense than if you don't get to talk to them before your 14 days is up. So that has helped me a lot when I can get to them and talk to them and ask them those questions that are at the end of the live guide.
That's good. That's good. And that's kind of why it's one reason it's great to do the lifestyle overview with them, because at the end there is that question of, you know, how far do you want to go into doTERRA? Do you want to jump into this, or you just kind of, you want to share it with your friends? So that's really a great opportunity to ask that question to people. And one thing to really, I think, to look for, I mean, you can look on the launch guide on page 8. It's got a list of identifying builder prospects and qualities that are good to see in an individual. So you can look at that, and hopefully you did do that when you prioritized your names on your names list. And another couple things you can look for too is if you sign somebody up, is it a busy person? You know, the people that are busy know how to organize and know how to prioritize their time. So if it's like a busy mom or someone, that's awesome. That's a great prospect. That's someone that really might be interested in doTERRA. Someone that's playing, Candy Cane Saga, or whatever those farm video Facebook games are. Someone that's doing that all the time might not be the best for your front line, because they don't know how to get busy and get stuff done. Another thing too is someone that's asking you a ton of questions. I've got someone that just signed up who is totally reading the entire Essential Life book and is so fascinated and is just wanting to know, and, you know, someone asking a lot of questions and wanting to learn and calling you all the time and texting you about how to use the oils. That's also a great, can be a good indicator, like, wow, this might be a good person for me. So let's see. The next thing is, okay, we talked about that. Excuse me, I'm reading my notes. Lifestyle overview. I hope you got a lifestyle overview when you first signed up to do doTERRA. It's so important, and here's why. I think it's summed up by a girl that I just enrolled probably about a month ago. I gave her a lifestyle overview, and it's always like, you really, when you sign someone up, that's when you need to get a date for when to do the lifestyle overview. If you don't do that, it's like herding cats for whatever reason. So as soon as you sign them up, great, you want to do doTERRA, let's talk in a week so I can teach you how to use the oils that you've already got, the oils that you're going to get in the mail. So get that on a date, on the calendar with them. And the girl that I talked to, it was so great. She said, I'm so like, it was hard to like schedule and get her. She's so busy, and I finally got her, and she's like, I'm so glad that we did this. I feel so empowered. I actually, when she first got her oils, they sat in the box for a couple of days. She didn't even open the doTERRA box because it was overwhelming to her. She's a mom. She's got all this stuff she's doing. And so she didn't want to open a box and see a bunch of oils that she didn't know what to do with. So she didn't even open the box. It's just, oh my gosh, a whole other thing I have to learn about. And so when we went through the lifestyle overview, it just helped her. It helped the fear go down and helped her confidence go up. So that she was excited to use the oils, and it's really fun because they hear it all once when you're teaching them, and then when you go through the lifestyle overview, it doesn't hurt for them to hear a lot of this again because it's so much information for them. Hearing it a second time, it's going to help, and more of it might stick with them because, like I said, it is so much information. How to learn what all these different oils do, just hearing it from a 1-hour class. Hearing it a second time from you, it's helping ingrain those things. Okay, so peppermint I can use for head tension or whatever, really helping them solidify some of their knowledge about how to use certain oils. It's not something, excuse me, oh dear, someone that's trying to get onto the call. Excuse me 1 second. Yes, text Leah. Okay. Someone's trying to get on the call. So with the lifestyle overview, it's a little brochure you can go through, and I recommend going through it the same way that you would go through the, just a second, I'm sorry, she's wanting to get on the call. Okay, excuse me. I have to send this to her. Okay, excuse me. All right. So to me, it reminds me of when you're teaching a class, if you're teaching a class or you're going through the launch guide with someone, one of the best things you can do is just read the information word for word because it's making yourself duplicable. She's texting me again. I'm shutting this off. It's distracting. So you can just go through it. And, what I do when I go through it is I just go through, and basically this helps them see the different ways they can integrate doTERRA into their daily life. A lot of people come from the perspective of, I can use essential oils in a diffuser to make the room smell good. I think that seems to be like what a lot of people know. They don't understand all the different ways you can incorporate it into a natural lifestyle. So this is just kind of opening their mind to different ways that they can do it, and it's making it more concrete because they were in a class, but it is healthy to hear it a second time. So what I do through this, I kind of, we've got the wellness lifestyle here that we can talk about again, but what I try to do, like my emphasis is helping them know what to do with the oils they already have. So we do go through these pages, and we've got here the daily nutrient pack and Terrazyme and On Guard. So I'll talk to them, it's just me talking about my experiences with them or what you can do with them. If you're not sure what to do with stuff like Terrazyme, join the Facebook page, Everything Essential, that I started. I post on it once a week to teach everybody about what the different products, what the different oils are good for. So hopefully that's educational for you and for customers. And just go through and just, stuff comes up. You just start talking about, oh, the deep blue is in your kit and this is how you can use it. And oh my gosh, Mito to Max is awesome for energy without the caffeine, and just start going through and just kind of read a book with them, and just point out, oh my gosh, Balance, that's one of my favorite oils. So even if they didn't get like a kit that has Balance in it, I would start going off on Balance because I'm passionate about Balance oil. So just go through the whole thing with them, show them you can use essential oils for emotions, it's just opening up their mind to different stuff. And then in the back, we've got the wellness consult. And what this is basically doing is it's helping them see, okay, what are your health priorities? What are three things you want to work on with oils, and help them come up with a solution. All you need to do is look in the book with them and see which oils they can use that they already have to start working on these 3 things. A lot of times people have issues and they kind of forget, oh yeah, I forgot that I can use the oils for that. And so this is just giving them something to start being practical with as far as using their essential oils. And then and then at the end, again, we've got the LRP thing. So that's great because you can go over the LRP again with them and just help them understand what that's like and why it's the cheapest way to get oils. You know, if you're on a budget, you know, start saving up and getting them every month so that when you need them, you've got them. And then in the back, you've got, you know, you can hook them up with different Facebook pages and emails and stuff. And then at the bottom, of course, it has the little question of, do you want to share oils with people? Do you want to build and create an income with doTERRA? So it's giving you the open door right there to just ask that question to the person that you enrolled. So Sarah, do you have anything to add about the lifestyle overview?
I think that booking it on people's calendars is the hardest part for me.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like you said, like herding cats if you don't. So definitely to right away get it on their calendars, and to use some of the wording I learned from Erin Weatherhead is not to use "just let me know." To avoid that.
That's good. I like that. That's true. Like, they never let you know.
They don't let you know, and you don't know when to follow up and all that. So you ask them, when would be a good day for you, or what would be a good day for you?
How about next Wednesday? I think you'll get your kit by then.
Yeah. So like you should get your kit in about a week. When would be a good day for you? Oh, then they say Friday, and be like, okay, what time on Friday? Okay, great. Okay,
nail it down.
So then you like, okay, I'm going to put it on my calendar right now. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, now I have an appointment with her. So it gets it on there. And then when I've done that, it's just been so much more successful, because then you can follow up as if it's any other appointment the day before and be like, okay, looking forward to talking to you tomorrow at 7.
Yes.
And,
oh my gosh.
Then just like you said, going through and keeping it duplicable, and just going through and talking to them about them and about the products that they do have, so that it's not a sales thing. I feel like if you connect with what they do have and how it can help them, and you know, kind of help them figure out what they've just learned in the class and relate it back to what they did purchase.
Good.
And then creating their wish list. So for the future, a lot of people are collectors like me, and they just, you know, you just want one more thing that's going to help you in the next one. So it's nice.
Thank you, Sarah. Great. So launching new builders. I mean, there's a couple things. You know, you give them a launch guide, and ask the person who enrolled you, your team leader, for support. Really, that's what the launch guide was created for. You know, it's just, you know, walk them through the launch guide. Every single step, you can walk through it. We're probably going to have some sort of ongoing training that you can plug people into. We've got all these videos recorded on YouTube, and you can go to Facebook on Glory Melaleuca and look for past recordings. But we plan on doing ongoing stuff for people, so you can just plug them in. You know, even if you don't know what you're doing, you can plug them into us, and we can help you get your builders launched successfully. You really do want to get them launched successfully. It's really important. Like we were talking about how each new builder is like a new little plant. If that little plant doesn't get nurtured and think that it can succeed, maybe within the first 30 days, you might kill your plant. I mean, it's not necessarily you doing it. I've killed my plants before because you're not nurturing it. You want to make sure that they can get their first enrollment. You want them hosting classes right away while they're still excited. If you wait too long, and then, you know, then they'll start forgetting about stuff, and life gets busy, and then they think, you know, this is all just, I don't know if this is for me, and then you lost them. So you really want to nurture your plant right at the beginning to make sure that they succeed and are encouraged to believe that they really can do this. So I think that's all I've got. For right now. Do you guys have questions? Do you guys have questions?
I was wondering, how do I find your Everything Essential group?
Oh, if it's, I can't remember if I made it a secret group. If it's a secret group, then I guess we'll have to add you.
I just sent you a friend request.
Okay, good. So you sent that to me, and then I'll add you to that group. I can't
Okay,
remember
great.
if I made it.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I just said thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I can't remember if I made it closed or secret. I might have made it secret just because I'm always hesitant about my terminology and wording, that if it's acceptable to the FDA and whatnot. So I might have made it a secret group. So,
Okay.
Erica, I'm your friend too, and I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I'm going to add both of you. I'm going to make a note of that.
And then I have a question. I'm on Share Success now. I want to send it to Jamie. Where can I find the lifestyle overview on Share Success?
You can go to sharesuccess./live.
Yeah. Oh, /live. Okay, hold on. Over there.
And that actually, I don't remember if it has the actual overview online, but I know it's got, it actually has a virtual wellness consultation. So you can watch Laura Jacobs. She's the presidential diamond, like one of the very first people that ever did doTERRA.
Okay.
He does an online wellness consultation for you. So you can actually use that to learn from, or you can also, I've heard of people sending people like, hey, if we're having lifestyle overview next Wednesday, if you got time, watch this 20-minute video ahead of time. And then Laura Jacobs can do some of the teaching for you before you talk to her.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is there anything else? All right. Well, I look forward to meeting with you guys all for the last time next week. We're going to have another guest speaker that I'm excited about. I still have to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that she's on. And also, if you guys want to start adding up how many points you've earned from doing all the homework assignments and coming faithfully to class, so we can figure out how many points you've got, and so we can get you guys rewards for your hard work. So I guess that's it. If there's no more questions, then we're good.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good week.
For your hard
Have
work,
a great
Erica.
night, everybody.
Bye.